everyone. In this video, we'll be discussing the last part of our first topic, which is present perfect continuous tense. The learning outcomes of this session are, by the end of the session, the students will be able to understand the usage and the structure of present perfect continuous tense. Let's discuss the basic usage of present perfect continuous tense. Basically, the present perfect continuous tense is used to talk about how long an action has been going on, for how long an unfinished action which started in the past and still continue to the present. So we refer to those actions which began somewhere in the past and are still going on. And we often use the words for and since, and we all are familiar with the basic difference between for and since by now, because I have discussed the difference in my last video. So the first example is, I have been living in Dubai for 2 years. So this is something that I began doing 2 years ago, but I'm still doing it now. So I have been living there for 2 years and I'm still living there. She has been working here since 2015. Again, if you refer back to our last lecture, here we have used since because I'm referring to the specific year. So she has been working here since 2015. She started working in 2015 and she's still working here at the same place. We have been waiting for the bus for hours. So we started waiting for a bus a long time ago and we are still waiting for the bus. Another usage of present perfect continuous tense is that we use this tense to refer to habits or situations that are temporary. The action started in the past and continues to the present in the same way as the previous usage, but we don't answer the question about how long, okay? So, and we use the word like recently in this context. For example, I have been going to the gym a lot recently. So, recently I have, started going to the gym. I have been reading a lot these days or recently. So, again, this might not be something that I have, that I always do, but this has become a part of my life, so it's sort of a temporary situation, and this has recently I have been doing this. I have been living with my friends while my family look for a house. So I have been living with my friends temporarily while my family is looking for a house. Okay. And yet another usage of present perfect continuous tense is that we use present perfect continuous tense to refer to actions that have just recently finished. Though the whole action can be unfinished and have a result which can often be seen or hear or felt in the present, but the action have been stopped. For example, and we do not use a time word here in this context. For example, I'm so tired, I have been studying. So the action has been finished, but I'm tired, I have been studying for long, but right now I'm not. But the result is again evident. I have been running for a long time now, so I'm hot. So right now I'm feeling hot, I'm done with running, but I have been running for long. So this is, another context in which you can use this tense. It's been raining, so the pavement is wet. So it might not be raining right now, but it has been raining for the whole day, as a result of which the pavement has gotten wet. Okay. Now that we are done with discussing the basic, usage of present perfect continuous, before I move on to discussing the structure for affirmative sentence, please remember that present perfect continuous tense refers to the continuity of an action. So the moment I say I have been reading a lot, or I have been reading a good book, it shows that this is something that I have been doing. So this refers to continuity of an action. I started this action in the past, but the action is still part of my present life. Okay. So now we'll discuss the sentence structure. So here again, the table has been divided into first person, second person, third person, and third person plural. And by now, I hope that you are familiar with subject, the auxiliary verb, and the main verb. So as opposed to the other three aspects of present tense that we have discussed, in present perfect continuous tense, there are two helping verbs or auxiliary verbs are used. For example, I have been waiting for my sister for 1 hour. Here again, the first form of verb is used with ing, like in present continuous also we use first form of verb with ing, but before the main verb comes two auxiliary verb, have been, and then comes the whole object clause. The second person, we have been cleaning the house all morning. So we have started